narcissist makes people hate you, here's what you have to do that you may never think. Welcome back to our platform. Today, we're delving into the intriguing world of flying monkeys, but we'll get to that shortly. In the meantime, don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe to our channel for the latest insights on narcissism. We have a wealth of videos waiting for you, packed with valuable and often lesser-known information. Now let's return to our central theme, the enigmatic flying monkeys. In this video, we will explore how to handle a situation where a narcissist in your life endeavors to turn others against you. If you've been immersed in the realm of self-centered personalities, you've likely encountered the term flying monkeys. It's a phenomenon where the narcissist reaches out to your parents, friends, siblings, coworkers, or anyone within your social circle, spreading disparaging stories about you in a bid to dismantle your support network and win them over. These flying monkey relationships are a common occurrence, particularly during divorce proceedings. Since both parties typically share the same extended social networks, the narcissistic partner leverages this opportunity to approach their soon-to-be ex-partner's friends and acquaintances, spinning negative narratives to manipulate the situation. Their objective is to recruit these individuals to their side, weakening your support system and asserting their dominance. In a narcissistic relationship, the targeted partner often grapples with a shaky self-esteem, exacerbated by the constant gaslighting from the narcissist. When their trusted network aligns with the narcissist, it further erodes their self-confidence. You might wonder, how do they pull this off? It's quite simple. Narcissists possess abundant charm and charisma. They exude generosity and an acute understanding of social dynamics, allowing them to effortlessly network. Their adeptness at manipulating people and convincing them of their fabricated tales is unparalleled. Utilizing their charisma, they craft a narrative that appeals to both logic and emotion, enticing people to support their cause. They spare no effort in tarnishing the reputation of your child, sibling, or friend, shaping the conversation in their favor. When they malign your loved ones, their words may come across as condescending and carefully chosen. But beware, for these are just a few tactics they employ to enhance their own image. Their mastery lies in manipulating others to cater to their desires, a rather repugnant quality. They have a knack for exploiting your past vulnerabilities or fabricating elaborate tales, brimming with glaring falsehoods, all in pursuit of their objectives. Their intentions are straightforward. They crave dominance, and the only way they can secure it is by rallying everyone to their side. In some respects, their approach resembles the strategies children employ in playground games, but their ambitions are considerably weightier. Their modus operandi is far more successful, as they seek complete control over their environment. For a narcissist, achievement reigns supreme. Their driving force is to amass authority and command over others, a feat that bolsters their self-esteem. But what can you do if you find yourself ensnared by their manipulative tactics? It's well documented that narcissists thrive in scenarios involving flying monkeys. First and foremost, it's crucial to grant yourself the time needed to process your emotions regarding this predicament. When a narcissist poisons the minds of people who were once close to you with false allegations, it's perfectly natural to feel sadness and pain. You might notice people distancing themselves, perhaps not answering your calls or letting you down on plans, creating a sense that everyone is suddenly drifting away from you. Consider the case of a man whose brother exudes narcissism. Even though his brother attempted to tarnish his reputation and spread malicious falsehoods about him to their family and friends, he remained geographically distant and couldn't engage with them frequently. Nevertheless, this campaign of psychological abuse had a substantial impact on this gentle individual. To address the emotional toll Prioritize your well-being and seek support from trusted friends, family, or a therapist. Lastly, it's imperative to stand firm and counter their baseless accusations with sound evidence while maintaining communication with those influenced by their falsehoods. Amid a family gathering, the gentle-hearted brother found himself taken aback by the prevailing coldness and indifference in how he was being treated. Confusion began to creep in, as he earnestly pondered what transgression he might have unwittingly committed. He questioned whether he had inadvertently wounded someone, for he couldn't grasp the reason behind the palpable change in their behavior. It was as though he had missed a pivotal event, or something equally perplexing, leaving him at a loss. A few months down the road, a member of his social circle divulged the disconcerting news that his own brother was planning to sow falsehoods and unfounded tales about him. This revelation dealt him a substantial blow. As he reflected on past interactions and gatherings, he discerned the narcissist's meticulous orchestration of these events and discussions, casting them in an entirely different light. The ease and rapidity with which the narcissist manipulated others was heart-wrenching to witness. Despite the intricate dynamics of their family, the kind-hearted sibling was left heartbroken and bewildered, unsure of how to proceed. The very individuals who had offered their support before had now abandoned him and turned their backs. Many may have experienced similar trials, which can inflict genuine harm and wreak havoc in various aspects of life, be it at work, in the community, or within the family circle. Narcissists, owing to their lack of empathy, often remain oblivious to the profound impact their actions have on others. Their devious schemes can inflict severe emotional injury on those they seek to harm. When I asked the gentle-hearted brother if the people he had lost were important to him, he affirmed their significance. I recommended reaching out to them and engaging in personal conversations without the need for defense, elaborate explanations, or accusations against his brother. I advised him to simply be his authentic self in their presence, as they had already held a favorable opinion of him. By doing so, he could counterbalance the effects of his brother's malevolent machinations. He followed my counsel and initiated these candid conversations. It was truly remarkable to observe the transformation in their perceptions of him as they began to appreciate his unique kindness and character. Their initial perplexity was entirely understandable, and he took the initiative to acknowledge that there had been regrettable conversations within the family. He offered his apologies if any hurtful words had reached their ears. With this strategy, he managed to reconnect with most of the individuals who had distanced themselves from him, ultimately regaining their trust and faith in the process. I'm deeply sorry for the hardships you endured, and I can empathize with the profound pain you must have experienced witnessing friends and family slowly sway in their opinions regarding the narcissist. It's undoubtedly disheartening to observe how some individuals, who formerly held you in high regard, swiftly disregarded the situation. Even more distressing were those who remained staunch in their belief of the narcissistic lies your brother disseminated. When you reached out to discuss your predicament, I urged you to reflect upon whether individuals who could so readily abandon your side were truly worth preserving in your life. I comprehend the enormity of this challenge, particularly considering the long-standing relationships you shared with these individuals. Yet, their susceptibility to one person's words prompts contemplation on the authenticity of those bonds. Additionally, why did they not engage in a direct conversation with you regarding their concerns when the narcissist, who was tarnishing your reputation, was a close family member, spouse, or dear friend? This scenario underscores the significance of effective communication and the value of forthright and open dialogues. When someone spreads false tales and fabrications about you, it's vital that those in your social circle step back from these narratives and display the courage to discuss their apprehensions with you directly, rather than unquestioningly accepting the hearsay as unassailable truth. If the friends and family you cherished genuinely cared for your well-being, the emotionally healthy individuals in your network would have approached you directly to address their concerns. Those with robust relationships will typically be the first to reach out, expressing, "Hey, I've heard something deeply distressing," as exemplified by the kind-hearted brother in the preceding case. In the aforementioned story, the kind brother's one reliable and trustworthy friend was the initial to recognize an issue and engage in a candid conversation with him. It was fascinating to observe how, with the passage of time and the kind siblings' ongoing interactions within the group, more and more people came forward, articulating their apprehensions. They began to distinguish between the reality they knew about him and the unfounded accusations directed his way. Most often, sincere individuals in your vicinity will discern the falsehoods and deceit and will readily approach you with their concerns. Rebuilding your reputation in such an unfair, distressing, and unsettling situation, particularly when you're innocent, can indeed be a daunting task. It demands significant effort, mental fortitude, and time to navigate through this unjust and cruel ordeal. Seeing your connections tested can be disquieting. However, if you reflect on the narcissist's actions, it might reveal the truth about some of your relationships. It's essential to discern whether the individuals who were easily swayed were true friends or mere acquaintances. I consistently advise those hurt by flying monkeys to respond with grace. Narcissists excel at manipulating and exploiting people's vulnerabilities. In such circumstances, it's crucial to approach individuals who may have been deceived with kindness. Rather than refuting rumors, it's more beneficial to display empathy and acknowledge the challenges faced by the person confronted with these malicious falsehoods. You can express sympathy, acknowledging the terrible situation they were placed in, and convey your confidence that they truly know you well enough to recognize the fallacious nature of the allegations. Encourage open, direct communication in the future, reassuring them of your readiness to listen and support. You can utilize the adversity you've endured to demonstrate your strength and willingness to assist others. To counterbalance a narcissist's darkness, you must introduce light. Narcissistic individuals are primarily driven by fear, leading them to manipulate others as pawns in their game. When they disseminate false narratives to turn people against you, it's all part of their strategic game. They aim to deceive as many as possible into aligning with their side, crafting a heartless web of deceit. However, you need not allow them to emerge victorious. In some instances, the narcissist in your life may divulge private information about your relationship in an inappropriate manner, potentially breaching your trust by revealing sensitive details you wished to remain confidential. It is disheartening to contemplate that they might employ your family's secrets against you, particularly when you disclose them with the expectation of privacy. In such circumstances, it is imperative to take immediate action to mend the breach. If you have spoken out of turn or made an error, accept responsibility and make amends to the best of your ability. Seek therapy during this challenging period to help you cope with the effects of gaslighting, which can leave you feeling disoriented and unsettled. Always bear in mind that you have individuals who stand by your side, and you should actively seek their support. Similar to the tale of the kind-hearted brother, some people in your life may express doubt when they hear something they know cannot be true. These are the individuals you should turn to for assistance. When flying monkeys and narcissists endeavor to turn people against you, the silver lining is that it reveals who your genuine allies and friends are. If individuals are prepared to abandon you so hastily, it may signify that the foundation of those relationships was not as robust as you believed. In conclusion, The most effective approach to confront darkness is to introduce light into the situation. Seek out the love and backing of people who have faith in you and are willing to stand by your side during challenging times. This is the best ways to break a narcissist's heart and make them regret it for the rest of their life. Narcissists thrive by exploiting your vulnerability and keeping you under their control. They take pleasure in your perpetual suffering and your inability to break free. Each moment of your distress only reinforces their sense of dominance, allowing them to revel in their superiority. However, when you manage to rise above adversity, like the phoenix from the ashes, they realize their grave mistake and are left in tears. Amidst this chaos, you have the power to change your perspective, showing your oppressor that you are stronger than their insults and manipulations. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This video is dedicated to unraveling the emotions of narcissists and causing them to falter. Dealing with narcissists can be challenging due to their inflated sense of self-importance and their lack of empathy. We have compiled a list of the 5 most effective methods to break a narcissist's spirit and make them stumble. From exposing their lies to cutting off their narcissistic supply, we will show you how to take control and protect yourself from their toxic behavior. So sit back, grab a pen and paper, and get ready to take notes on these powerful strategies. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more informative videos like this one. Let's dive in. First, prioritize self-love. Narcissists thrive on belittling others with hurtful comments about their appearance, character, or abilities. They aim to fill you with self-doubt, which eventually leads to submission, brainwashing, and increased confusion. The next crucial step is to cultivate self-love. Embrace your authentic self, believing in your present identity. Have faith in yourself and your capabilities. Self-compassion and self-acceptance are the cornerstones. Shed negative traits from your past that have shaped you. Discover your true essence and embrace it wholeheartedly. This sweet spot is the foundation for your empowerment. Let it fill the void in your life. Before seeking the approval of others, build unshakable self-confidence in your abilities. Challenge the opinions of others, know yourself, and break free from your oppressor's constraints. Step 2. Slam on the brakes. When a narcissist becomes fixated on you, they'll go to great lengths to win your attention and affection. They might shower you with compliments to boost your self-esteem or, conversely, subject you to criticism in an attempt to lower it, leaving you craving their approval. The fear of abandonment, stemming from past traumas, drives you to do anything to avoid it. But abandonment should be seen as an untreated scar that no longer controls your life. Shed those likable traits that can be exploited either unintentionally or maliciously, and resist societal pressure to conform. Succumbing to their insults is where the game ends. Always remember, their comments about you reflect their own flaws, insecurities, and distorted self-image. No matter how hard they try, they can't shed these characteristics. It's an undeniable truth. They project their issues onto you to hide their own shortcomings. Narcissists possess the very traits they exploit in others. Train yourself to ignore negative comments and steer clear of toxic individuals. Developing a strong sense of self-worth remains pivotal to personal growth. If you truly value yourself, insults from others hold no merit. Face your fears, nurture self-awareness, and forge ahead in life on your own terms. Step 3. Stand your ground. Narcissists rely on both positive and negative responses from others for their survival. Your suffering empowers them, your anger fuels them, and your compliance suffocates you. Whether your reactions are positive or negative, they feed their inner demons. Any move you make, no matter how minor, provides them with a twisted sense of victory. A narcissist's main focus is your reaction, which guides their next move. Your misery is their delight, and they will relentlessly torment you. Therefore, demonstrating indifference to their actions will drive them to the brink. Mastery of your emotional state is paramount for success. It takes determination to maintain unwavering control over your feelings, emotions, and actions. To keep the upper hand in dealings with a narcissist, you must acknowledge and express your emotions. In the end, this will render the narcissist incapable of eliciting a response from you. Perceive reality as it truly is, not as they would have you believe. Not your fault for number 4. You are not responsible. Narcissists often twist reality and shift blame onto you, making you feel guilty for their problems. However, this is an ordeal that no one should endure. Their manipulation, actions, and wrongdoings lie squarely on their shoulders, not yours. It's natural to self-reflect, pondering what went wrong and how to set things right. But when everything is in chaos, it's impossible to fully grasp the situation. Ignorance fuels confusion, and there's no reason to chastise yourself for not knowing what you couldn't have known. In terms of understanding, don't sweat the small stuff, as clarity comes with time and effort. With the knowledge you now possess, you have valuable tools to achieve your goals. Your progress demonstrates your ability to effect positive change, regardless of your past actions. Yet, the inclination to blame oneself often lingers, as if there could have been more done. However, amid all that's happening, it can be exceedingly challenging to see the bigger picture. We tend not to lie, especially about those we care for. It's easy to hold on to a false image and pursue the idealized version of someone we once knew. However, you did your best with the information available at the time, so be kind to yourself. The abuse and insults hurled at you were designed to inflict deep wounds, manipulate and deceive you, and gain power by exploiting your vulnerability. Whenever self-doubt arises, remember it's not your burden to bear. Be gentle with yourself and refuse to let their issues define you. Their faults are their own responsibility. Remind yourself in any situation, I did everything I could to make this work. Don't allow the opinions of others to mold your self-identity and actions. The last commandment: establish and maintain clear boundaries. Without strong boundaries, narcissists will exploit your vulnerabilities. They prefer a casual approach to manipulate you, but their ultimate goal is to control your actions. Situations like co-parenting or legal matters require ongoing communication, which fuels their desire to exert control over every interaction. Consistent and stringent rules are a necessity. If you give them an inch, they will take a mile. There's no room for negotiation with narcissists. They interpret grey areas in their favor. It's an either slash or situation. Narcissists have a knack for appearing when you least expect them. You must stand firm and assertively say, "No, I'm sorry, but you cannot do that. Please leave immediately. You are not allowed in my home. Do not visit me." Your words must convey unwavering determination. It's the only language they comprehend. To maintain their control over you, narcissists will manipulate and seize every opportunity. They won't hesitate to invade your private life, encroach on your leisure time, and dictate how you parent your children. Set boundaries and be resolute in your needs, but proceed cautiously. Every action should be intentional and calculated. Implementing a strategic plan to uphold and enforce boundaries is imperative. Consequences for boundary violations must be established. In matters concerning co-parenting or legal affairs, the court or a neutral third party may serve as a mediator. Now that the beast has been tamed, anticipate its behavior. exude confidence and authority when setting limits for them to abide by. I trust you've gained insights into using a narcissist's ego to your advantage. In our upcoming video, we'll delve into more strategies for outsmarting narcissists. Have a fantastic day.